Here at Global Financial Security, we are serious about asset protection. And depending on what country you live in, you need more or you need less of it. But no matter what country you live in, you need some. But of course, in the United States, you need the most because they have a legal system that is run amok. They've got lawyers that are just going like crazy all over the place, suing people. And also, you've got the government with their hand out. And, the IRS will, seize bank accounts and things and ask questions later. Now, we're all about innovative solutions. Nowadays, U.S. citizens have a big problem in that they can't open offshore bank accounts at most banks. There are still some banks that will take them, but there's not many, okay? What we've done is we have solved this with our global banking account, okay? And this global banking account allows you to have a multi-currency banking account that works just like a regular offshore bank account, but it is a little bit different. It's sort of like a managed account. But you can have all the major world currencies in that account. You can send and receive wire transfers. So the account is very usable and very good. But that account also has features such as a offshore debit card that is in euros, and it's also got that's the plastic card, and it doesn't have your name embossed on it, and also a virtual card, and these cards act independently from the mother account, meaning that if you lose your card, you aren't going to necessarily lose your money, because that is the risk. That is the risk you take if your debit card is attached directly to your bank account. If you lose the card, you can lose as much money in that account as the bank will let you withdraw in one day. And for transactions, that's unlimited sometimes. Now, also, we have that solution. Okay, we also have a solution of course, IBCs, trusts, and LLCs, all offshore. You can have them incorporated in the British Virgin Islands, Belize, or the Seychelles. All three are very excellent jurisdictions. We also can still access Panamanian corporations and trusts and foundations, but they have made so many changes to their law, we don't necessarily recommend Panama anymore. Now, where we get innovative is we've got things like New Zealand charitable trusts, and then in the United States, if you have like an apartment building or some other asset that you can't move out of the country, but you want to shelter it anyway and protect it as much as possible, well, we can also do U.S. LLCs, corporations, trusts, etc., even foundations in all 50 states. And if it's a hard asset like an apartment building or something, you're probably going to want to use a corporation or something that is domestic to your state. But what you do is you would put a corporation, and actually a C corporation has certain benefits that the LLC does not have, although it's your choice of which one you want to do. Okay, but in this particular structure, a regular C corporation might be better for various reasons, which I'm not going to go into here. You can inquire about it. And then you have the shares of stock of the corporation owned by a family limited partnership, which we usually incorporate in Nevada and possibly New Mexico or Wyoming or one of the other places, but Nevada is typically what we use. And basically, anything in a family limited partnership is not attachable through lawsuit. They can't get to it. They can't get to it. We have a magic letter that you can send to the attorney on the other side that will inform them that they are not going to get a dime for their clients, and that they in fact are liable for malpractice. So anyway, that's the structures we can do in the U.S., we can do in the British Virgin Islands, the Seychelles, and Panama, and Belize. And we can also offer you, except for Panama we can't, we can also offer you nominee, owner, and director service for an additional charge. And that could really save your butt. Now, of course, you would open the nominees. You would have the nominee open the offshore bank account for you, and then they would just give you control of the account. Okay, so that way you wouldn't have any, especially for U.S. citizens, you wouldn't be a signatory on any offshore bank account or anything like that. You would just, as far as the structure is concerned and the bank account's concerned, you don't exist. And for U.S. citizens, that's the only choice, tax-wise. And so if you're going to do an offshore corporation or something like that, and you're a U.S. citizen, we recommend doing it through a nominee, which we can provide, and that will make a lot of the problems go away with being a U.S. citizen. Okay, so we have a lot more choices. You name it, we can do it. And I've been in this business, by the way, since 1997. And so I know very much what I'm doing. And we only accept the best clients. And so if you'd like to become a client and you'd like to take advantage of our asset protection, and we also can help reduce your taxes at the same time as we protect your assets. That's very important too, is tax reduction. So we can do all of that at one time and as one package, although we custom make the package for each client. We're not like a one-size-fits-all corporation mill. We pay very special attention to your case and handle it with care. Anyway, so just send us a online ticket, and we will be happy to help you protect your assets from all the predators out there, including your very own government. So until next time, this is M. John Allen saying goodbye, everybody.